Hello, thank you for tuning in to From Darkness to Light. My name is Shawnee and I will be your host. This is the general reading for the male and female Leo collective. Now, Leos, keep in mind that this is a collective reading and it will not resonate with all Leos. For my cross watchers, please feel free to reverse the roles as they apply to you. Now, Leos, let's begin. Okay, so for starters, Leo, we have the moon. So something here is not what it seems, okay? It's something here that you don't know, can't see, that's being hidden from you possibly, Leo, okay? Hmm. For some of you, you have lust at the bottom of the deck. So some of you, it's it's attraction or the loss of attraction here to something or someone, but it's something here that you're not seeing, where things are not what they seem. We also have the High Priestess of Fire. See, this is your energy, Leo. For some of you, the situation can also be involving another fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, okay? High Priestess of Fire. I feel like emotions are going to be running high. It's something that you're not seeing, but I also feel like that there's something that you're getting ready to find out. Yep, at the bottom of the deck, we have deceit. So, Leo, somebody's lying about something. Somebody's trying to deceive here in this situation. Somebody may be trying to keep the truth from you or hide the truth from you. And with the lust card at the bottom of the deck, like I said, for some of you, this is a situation where either someone is attracted to you and they're not telling it or they're not showing it, or someone is no longer attracted to you and they're keeping up a facade about it. Okay, they're trying to make it seem like things are okay here, but they're not. Okay, let's see what comes out for you, Leo. I do feel like the truth is getting ready to come to light, and for some of you, if it's the latter of the situation, some of you are going to be angry because somebody was deliberately trying to keep this from you for whatever reason, whether it was the fact that they didn't want to hurt your feelings or whatever the case may be. If it's actually the situation where there's no more desire here, passion, lust, whatever the case may be here in this situation, okay? But something is deceiving here. Let's see what we have for you. I feel some conflict coming on here, Leo. But I feel like it's coming only after the truth has been exposed to you, has been brought to light for you. Okay, so for starters, Leo, we have the Seven of Scoops, Three of Spokes, and the Moon card again. This is double confirmation, Leo. And with the Seven of Scoops, Three of Spokes here, what you don't know, what just so is happened to be going on behind your back is somebody's planning some type of reunion, reconciliation, or third party situation, okay? And they're keeping it to themselves, okay? For some of you, this could be someone planning a celebration, okay? Take it as it applies to you, whatever the case may be. I feel like there's another person or other individuals involved in this situation. This is why it's being kept from you. Okay? This is in planning. This is something that someone has been thinking about. Okay? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so you got the page of scoops at the bottom of the deck, Leo, but it's in reverse. At the top of the deck, you had the 10 of scoops in reverse. This is something that was not meant to last. Okay? Whatever the case may be in this situation for you, Leo, this is something that was not meant to last. This is something that was not meant to be long term. Okay? You have the 8 of dice here, stuck. Okay? Listen, somebody here is feeling stuck. The more these cards come out, listen, let's keep going. Let's keep going. And I feel like for a lot of you, Leo, this is something that you've been thinking about. This is something that your intuition has been trying to tell you. You may have been ignoring it or whatever the case may be, but this is something that your intuition has been trying to alert you to. Okay? Somebody here feels stuck in a commitment, okay? Or a situation here that you are in. We have the 7 of strands here. Somebody's on the defense, came out attached to the page of spokes here. Listen. And either way you go, Leo, it's not your fault because somebody was lying, was deceiving, and was deceiving on purpose, right? And I don't know how to say it to you, but you have somebody here that's trying to fight for something that's not worth fighting for. Not worth fighting for because it's almost like you're dealing with a situation where how can I put it? It's not worth fighting for because this individual does not have the same plans that you do. Does not see the situation the same way that you do. Somebody here is looking at long term, somebody else is not. That's how it is. That's what it feels like here, Leo. Somebody here is looking at long term, but someone else is not. They may not be telling you that long term is not what they're looking for. They may not be telling you that long term is not what they want. A commitment is not what they want. So you believe that you're justified in standing up for this situation and fighting for this situation in some type of way or another. But it's only because you can't see what's behind the veil. That's what I'm getting. It's only because you can't see the truth of the matter. You can't see the truth of the situation. It's possible that if you did know the truth, you wouldn't be so standoffish about this situation. Because I can tell for some of you, you've been going back and forth in your head and your mind on whether you should be fighting for this, on what or whether this is something worth fighting for. But if you're confused like that already, then that's worth questioning. You get what I'm trying to say, Leo? That's worth questioning. If you have to ask yourself if you're doing the right thing, if this is something worth fighting for, does this person want to be here? Then that right there should tell you that something is aloof. Something is wrong. Something is off balance here in this situation. You got the 4 scoops at the bottom of the deck. Somebody here is being greedy. Somebody is being greedy. See, you're being deceived. But until I seen that, it was like, well, maybe they're not saying nothing because they're afraid of hurting feelings. No. Somebody here is being greedy. Somebody here wants their cake and eat it too, but they don't want a long-term commitment. They want everything that comes with it, but they don't. It's like what applies to you don't apply to them. You can be loyal, you can be stable, you can be faithful, you can be consistent, but they don't have to be. That's what it feels like in this situation. They don't have to be. They're being greedy. They're being greedy. They want their cake and eat it too. They want you to continue to fight for them, stand for them, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting a vision here of someone, and take it as it applies to you. Take it as it applies to you. Of someone dealing with someone, right? And then you have a third party who comes in, maybe even a fourth party who comes in, and it almost feels like interference. That's what to someone here, it almost feels like interference. Whether it's a phone call coming in, a conversation, an email, whatever the case may be, but someone in this situation, the one who's standing up doing the fighting here, Leo, there's always a question that someone forgets to ask themselves in these type of situations. Like for example, just so that it won't be too confusing to you, you're dealing with someone, right? You think that you're in a commitment. You think that you're in something long term. You think that this individual is on the same page as you are, so you act accordingly in this particular predicament or relationship. You act accordingly, okay? You feel like you're fighting for something, that you're defending something. You're defending your love. You're defending your relationship. You defend whatever the case may be. But you catch this person in the act all the time of other men, other female they're associating with, whether it's in person or on the phone, and somebody here gets defensive. Someone gets defensive. Now, here's the question that everybody forgets to ask themselves in this situation when you're dealing with a partner who is dealing with deceit, who is disloyal, who is unstable. Okay? Here's the question that everybody forgets to ask themselves. If it's a phone call that came in the middle of the day, in the morning, or the middle of the night, while you're blowing up on the phone to this other individual, however it goes, why you calling my girl, why you calling my man, why you calling my wife, why you calling my husband, however it go, y'all know how these stories go. We all adults, them been through it before. Nobody seems to ask themselves, well, how did they get the number? How did they get access? How did they get contact? How were they even allowed to come in and disturb your peace when you're dealing with someone that supposedly feels the same way you do? Everybody forgets to ask this question. Instead, you're blowing up at the other party. It's not their fault. Because at the end of the day, they wouldn't have access if it wasn't given to them. Ponder on that, Leo. Ponder. How do you get access that isn't given to you? Ponder on that. Let's see what messages we have for you. So yeah, there's something that you're not seeing. There's something that's being kept from you on purpose. On purpose in this situation. But keep in mind the question. While you're trying to defend your whatever it is. Somebody that you think you love or think loves you or whatever. Whatever. Keep that in mind. How did someone get access to come in and disturb the peace in the first place? Think about that. Did you give it to them? Who gave it to them? Who gave it to them? Because once you find the answer to that question, then will you realize and know who it is that you really need to be angry with, and whether you really need to hold on to this situation or let go. Ask yourself, How did they get access? Let's see what messages we have for you, Leo. Pure livelihood. Number 9. Your work is to discover your world. Basically, your work is to discover your world. Basically, what you want, what's going on around you, that's your job. Your job. And then with all your heart, give yourself to it. Know what you want. Know what you want. And fight for that. Inside each of us, there is a longing to do work that helps others experience greater happiness and joy. Work that builds a better world. Consciously choose not to harm others in your work environment and or endeavor to find inner joy and job satisfaction in your employment. Know that the love you put into your work will inspire personal growth. So for some of you, this is a situation that might be going on the job or pertaining to your job. Hmm. Hmm. At the bottom of the deck, we have suffering. That's where that 8 of dice energy is coming from, that feeling stuck. Hmm. For some of you, if there's a situation that's going on the job, I feel like you may be working with someone who might be a friend, a family member that you might have put on in the workplace, who keeps messing up. Somebody that's immature, don't know what they're doing and ain't trying to figure it out or learn. Okay, for those of you who are dealing with a situation that's taking place in the workplace. Every time they mess up, every time they do wrong, you feel like it reflects on you in some type of way or another, and you end up defending this person because maybe there's other people trying to come at this individual. Okay? It's a possibility, Leo, that in this situation, this individual, whether it's a friend, regular co-worker, family member, whatever the case may be in this situation, you got to ask yourself, is the reason why this person keep on or continue to mess up, continue to do things wrong, is because they know that you'll always take them back or save them or defend them in some type of way or another? Because if that's the case, then you already know the answer to your question, what you need to do. Let this person receive their karma. Stop defending them. Stop fighting for them. Stop standing up for them. Because it seems here like a lot of you are dealing with someone that does not want to change. They want their cake and eat it too. They want to be able to do what it is that they want to do and not have to have any consequences for it. But that's not the world that we live in. That is not the real world. Let's see what other messages we have for you. Look, hard work will pay off. Somebody here doesn't want to put in the effort. Hard work will pay off. But somebody here does not want to put in the effort. For a lot of you, this is a situation that's going on at your job. You have somebody here that don't want to put in the work. Hard work is what pays off. Rest is required. So somebody is already fed up and tired of picking up someone else's slack in this situation. Let go. That's what's next. Let go. Let's get one more for you. We also have trust your intuition. Didn't I tell you something about your intuition earlier? How your intuition has been kicking in? Your intuition is trying to alert you, tell you something, and a lot of you been ignoring it, not listening. We also have the moon card in this situation too. Listen to your intuition, because things are not what they seem. Things are not what they seem. So you might be giving this individual, Leo, the benefit of the doubt, saying to yourself, oh, well, they don't know better because they're young. They might be dealing with somebody younger than you, or they're immature, or whatever the case. Listen, Leo, it ain't your job to teach them. Okay? Tell them once, tell them twice if you want to. But after that, let it go. It's not your responsibility to teach. No. No. At the bottom of the deck, we have quench your thirst. Do what you want to do, basically. Every time this card show up for me, it's a card that says do what you've been fiending. Do what you've been yearning to do. Quench your thirst. Virgo, that's what excuse me, Virgo. For some of you, you're dealing with a Virgo, but that's not what I meant. Leo, this concludes your reading. That's what I have for you for the week. Hope it helped. Have a good week.